it is Brittany, and guess who I have? That's right, it's Scoots. He is back home for observation. So the last update I did, you guys knew that they were planning to pull his catheter. So basically they observed him and they noticed that he was no longer having blood in his urine, which was like a huge thing. He regained his appetite and was eating on his own. So the next day after that update, they pulled his catheter and then they observed him for a few more days to make sure that pulling the catheter didn't cause more blockages for him. I have the front door open because we have like one of those storm doors, and he saw a bird out there. But they don't think he will clot again, but they just basically said to really keep an eye on him, make sure that he's still peeing, that he doesn't block again, because he has had blockages and because his catheter was pulled, he is at an increased risk of that happening again. So they've sent him home, and he is currently on 5 different medications that he gets throughout the day. Some are pain medications, some are antibiotics, some are to help loosen his urethra, to help him pee better, and a few other medications. Right now, he is, I guess, what would be like the human equivalent of like bed rest-ish. So most of the time we want to try to limit his mobility so that everything down in this area heals really well, and that because of his legs and him not having very good mobility in them, he scoots his butt around, and we don't want him scooting around to mess up all of the progress that we've made back here. So we do let him play and stuff, like monitored, and right now we have him in a diaper and a onesie. The onesie just helps keep his diaper on. It's not a fashion thing. It's not a, oh, I want to dress my cat type of thing. It's strictly like for him, like the best interest of him. So we have the diaper on so that he can play and stuff, and I don't know if he'll do it while we're on video, but this is his favorite toy, and it's not sponsored in any way, but this is a kicker toy by Jackson Galaxy, and I think it has like catnip scents on it. Let's see if I back up. Do you want to play with it, baby? You want to play with it? Oh, your nail got stuck. Do you want to play? So for Scoots, right now it's kind of like a waiting game, like kind of in limbo-ish. Right now we're just monitoring him, making sure that he doesn't block again, administering his medications, and kind of seeing like how he does on these different medications. Because he was sent home with 5 different medications. So we want to see how his rear end does with what has been done so far. and then see how he responds to these different types of medications. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. See how he does with these different types of medications, and then when we do his follow-up visit, we'll see what the next steps for him will be. One of the things that has been mentioned is that he is going to need a PU surgery. For those of you that don't know what it is, I will explain it, but I want to give this like little disclaimer that what it is kind of it's graphic. If you have a weak stomach, I would suggest fast forwarding a little bit because it can make some people queasy. So I'm going to explain it now. If you don't want to know what it is or have a weak stomach, skip forward just a little bit, probably like, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds. I'll try to leave like a timestamp over here or something. But so what a PU surgery does is the tip of his boy parts, his penis, is inflamed. So it causes, he basically has a genetic abnormality to his boy parts. And it causes difficulty for him to urinate. With this surgery, they basically take off the tip and tack it back so that it increases the opening of the urethra and helps him to urinate better, helps reduce blockages and whatnot. So we basically have to wait until the checkup to see how he's progressing down here before we can discuss that avenue. Other than that, we are looking into options for his mobility. So we're looking into things like drag bags, a wheelchair, and stuff like that. So that's kind of just where we're at right now with Scoots. Right now it's kind of just a waiting game to see how he does, how his rear end heals after the latest stuff that he has been through, see how he is doing on this new medication and stuff, and then when we have a follow-up, we will see more the timeline and details for what needs to be done next. So that's pretty much up for updates. Hey Scoots, you want to try this? You want to try a treat? Here. Oh, I'm trying. Here. Oh, how's that? What do you think? What do you think? Oh, that's good, huh? Uh-oh, do we have some spillage? Oh. What do you think? Is it a winner? Do we like it? It's all gone. It's all gone, Scooty. Scoots and I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank you guys once again for everything you have done, whether it was your thoughts, your prayers, or donating to help him get the... What are you doing? Or donating to help him get the medical care that he needs. His GoFundMe page, the goal has been raised. This is because his medical expenses and everything have increased more than originally anticipated.